Well, Jenna, first of all, how did you and your husband Luke get a hold of Angela? What brought you to her office?
Well, we were thinking about buying a home for a while, but we didn't really know where to start. And so we thought, well, why don't we just look into it and go from there? My dad and mom are big fans, big listeners of the radio. So they mentioned her, and then we're like, oh, well, we hear her ads as well on the radio. So we thought, okay, well, check it out. And we gave them a call, and they were so helpful and helped us like understand the process a bit more and decreased our stress a bit. So we went forward with them.
Well, it's always stressful, especially with your first home, and
Yeah.
that's just fabulous that both you and your soon-to-be husband are going to get into your first home, and that the Angela Calla Mortgage Team was able to at least minimize some of that anxiety. But it also helped that Rob Boyes gave you a hand, our resident real estate expert here, with finding that home.
Yes, Rob was amazing. He was available at all times we needed. He answered the phone. I probably had like 30 questions a day. And so he would always be available to answer the phone. He would give us his honest opinion, and he really made this whole process easier for us. And we are so thankful that he was there for us. He was willing to go to look at homes if we weren't available for us. And he gave us the best advice, and we're really happy with his service as well.
I remember some time ago, and I'm not going to date myself here, Jenna, but when I bought my first home, the big question I asked myself consistently was, how the heck am I going to pay for this?
Yeah.
And I'm sure you and Luke had that same question. How are we going to pay for this? And so much of it depends on overall affordability. And I know that Angela helped you with that in terms of the mortgage.
Yes, they did. They gave us they checked to see how much we could, buy for, which was awesome, and we didn't realize it would be that much. So that's when we started looking, and with their help, it was great. And we were living in a basement suite for 4 years and thinking about buying a house for 4 years and saving, and so we were really happy that we actually did that. We were able to afford a better home for ourselves instead of a townhouse or a condo.
Well, tell us a little bit about your new home.
It's amazing. We're really happy. It feels great waking up in our home and just having a deck to walk out to, and it's really just surreal right now. It doesn't really feel real still. So we're just unpacking and getting things all settled and picturing what we're going to buy. And we're getting married in September, so I'm going to do a registry. So that kind of worked out in good timing. And we are loving it. We're over the moon right now.
And in terms of affordability, is it, again, getting back to the type of mortgage that the Angela Calla Mortgage Team arranged for you? It moving forward, is it something you feel you can handle and feel really confident and comfortable with?
Oh, we definitely feel really confident and comfortable with it, and we can afford it. Angela Calla Team got us the best interest rate, and we got a fixed mortgage at a lower rate than what the bank was offering, and we were just really happy that we could afford it, and we know exactly what we could pay, and it's all working out great for us. As my fiance, he has his own business, and he's working full time, but trying to build up his business as well on the side. So it's been a bit tough. We didn't know what we would be able to afford, and so Angela Calla Team really helped us understand that and lead us in the right direction so we could afford it.
So what advice would you give others who are listening to the radio program this evening, Jenna? What advice would you give them?
I would tell them to definitely talk to the professionals like Angela Calla Team. They were amazing. I called probably after hours a lot of time, all through the day. I had my emotional hiccups here and there, and they all were there to listen to me, and they were just so amazing there at any time I needed, and it was so helpful. I couldn't even imagine going through this process without having them there to answer all the questions. So we thought they were just amazing. We're recommending everyone to go talk to them as a mortgage team, because the bank doesn't always tell you what you want, like, to hear, or the correct information, and they were all about giving us the correct information and helping us and how we needed it and what we needed.
Well, I guess, when you've got that information, then it gives you that comfort level, correct? I mean, that in of itself helps to minimize the stress when you at least know going in what to expect.
Yeah, exactly. They let us know what to expect, what we should do in every way. They answered every question, and so did Rob. Like, he was amazing. They were amazing. We were just so happy we went with them. We couldn't imagine going through anyone else, to be honest. They were just so great.
I just wanted to say that I know that I speak on behalf of the entire Angela Calla Mortgage Team and Rob Boys when I say that it's such a privilege to get the opportunity to meet you initially as inquiring about a mortgage, but I really feel that we develop a friendship, and we're just so fortunate to be able to help you and watch all the blessings and milestones that you and your fiance Luke are going to go through over the next 5, 10, and 15 years. And we couldn't be any more thrilled for you.
Oh, well, thank you. We feel the same way. We want you guys to come over and for the housewarming, and definitely feel like we created a friendship as well, and looking forward to having you guys help us out over our life.
Absolutely. Yes, we appreciate that very much so.
Yeah.
Couldn't be any happier that actually we had Luke's help to help us get everything together in our basement. We really appreciate it. So it's good to have a friend in any business, right?
Yes, for sure. So
excellent.
Yeah, no, we were really
and
happy.
With the emotional aspect of it, I just think it's so important. And one of the things that I think listeners of the show can really learn from the experience today is at the Angela Calla Mortgage Team, we really understand the emotions that go through the process of buying a home. And having somebody who understands that and empathizes with that is really a part of the process. And one of the things that I know Rob was really passionate about throughout the duration of helping you and Luke was he wanted to make certain that in this heated market right now, that we took the emotion out of the purchasing and didn't put you in a position where you're overpaying for a property just because of all the anxiety of wanting to be in a specific area or having to have a specific house. It really was about caring about the long-term value about your home. I mean, if you think about it, any realtor can get you a home if you're willing to ridiculously overpay for it. But the fact that Rob was able to get you a home in a market as crazy as it is, in an area that is as crazy as it is, for $15,000 less than market value, when everything else in the area is going for crazy over listing price, where those people may or may not see their value, I think is one of the key components, and something that I know that we were really proud of and that he was really proud of, because of course any realtor can just say, yes, I want to help clients and, sure, let's pay the most and get you in this house. But I know that Rob had come to us a few times and said, I'm just not going to let Luke and Jenna overpay for something. I'm not going to let their emotions get in the way. I care too much about their long-term growth. And I know that that's why, that's probably one of the reasons that you felt so comfortable as well.
Yeah, honestly, he really did that as well. He was always honest to us, and he helped us out in every way. He would tell us, I'm not going to let you, or I don't want you guys to overpay for this. It's emotional, so just try not to get too invested into one house. And he was so great. I felt like he was my best friend during it all, because he really did help take the emotion part out and help us find the house we really wanted and not overpaying, because we were worried about having to overpay to get a house with the timing with the wedding. And it couldn't have worked out any better. We were so happy with Rob's services and helping us with getting the house and not overpaying and being upset about that. And then the Angela Calla team was there when we were emotional too to help us through that. So it was really great. I'm really happy we had Rob there. So he helped us get through that, and then we really realized the emotional part of it and how helpful he was with taking that out of it and being able to not overpay and find what we really wanted.
Well, that's just awesome, Jenna. Really appreciate you spending time with us this evening.
Yeah, thank you.
And best of luck in your new home.
Thank you so much. And I'm so thankful for the Angela Calla team and Rob as well. And